Hello everyone, welcome to David Inspiration Talk. Remember, this is where we talk about life issues and we talk about topics that distress you in life. We discuss them out, at least you can get the way out. So today I'll be talking about signs of spiritual attack. And when I'm tackling this topic, I'll be speaking about 3 points so that at least we can elaborate this and understand what I mean about this. So first of all, how do you know, or how do you understand, or how do you know you are spiritually attacked? You can identify these when these things happen in your life. And first of all is lack of spiritual quest. That is one of the signs that you are spiritually attacked. The second thing is when you are having body fatigue. I don't mean that all body fatigues are 100% caused by spiritual attack, but some of them are caused through by spiritual attack. When your spirit is spiritually, your spirit is attacked. And number 3 is lack of finances, lack of the daily needs that you use. That's I'll be tackling those 3 points so at least you can understand what I talk about. What do I mean by when you lack spiritual quest? By this I mean, there are people who by each and every time you just feel like you don't feel like going to church. When you hear someone is talking about, when he's preaching or talking about gospel, you don't want to listen to that. You feel like you're not interested. You have that kind of, you don't want that thing to you are not interested in that thing. That's one of the things that actually identify that there are so many people prefer, instead of going to church, they prefer doing otherwise, or they prefer using that day otherwise. And that is one of the signs that actually can tell you that you are spiritually attacked. Another thing that I've talked about, number 2, is about body fatigue. There are so many issues that are caused when you are spiritually attacked. And by body fatigue I mean that you've been trying as much as possible. You have been going towards God's direction, but there are some point that reaches so that you feel like I'm tired and I don't want to be attracted, or I don't want to be associated with my maker, because at that point you are really attacked. And that's the reason. Mostly those are the signs that are actually shows that you are spiritually attacked, because always the devils want to attack you in that way, and you feel you are not interested with the godly ways. You're not feeling like you can do godly things, so that at least you can expose yourself and you can open up. And by this I mean, if mostly the target, the devil targets always is to make you empty. Remember, when you are empty right now, if for example we have an empty debel of maybe cooking pot or something, remember what is inside that debe is what mostly important. For example, for instance, oriental cooking oil. What we are really interested in is that oil in that container. But the moment is poured out, remember that is an empty debe. The same thing. So you can use that debe by whichever means you like. You can put milk, you can put whatever you want, you can put water, you can put dirty contents, you can use it to plant whatever you wish. That's the targets of the devil, because the moment that you are poured and you don't have something inside you, he will use you. If you want you to insult people, if you want you to steal, if you want to kill people, he can use you in any form. And that is a target, and that's one form of how the spirits, the reason as to why spirits are actually attacked, because always the evil like using, because they don't have their own molding, they always use what God has created. And through this, if they get an empty space, they are going to use that space in their ways and their direction. And remember, when God created you, there are those factors that, and there are those duties that he created you for. There are those duties that you are supposed to fulfill when you came to this earth. And if you don't fulfill, then always the devil fight on the other hand, so that at least you cannot fulfill and he can use you the way you want. So another factor, another third point that I've talked about is about the lack. And this is a factor, either point that really affected so many people, because when you are in lack, you don't have even interest in prayers, you don't have interest in in Christianity, you don't have, because you are so prone and you can be subjected to so many issues and dangerous issues. Remember, if one doesn't have money, remember, money is one form of a currency that actually you can't live without, because each and every time, eating, movement, living, you need money. And when the devil comes and drain that factor, it becomes very difficult for you even to believe there is God. You try to believe what people are telling you, but you cannot understand, and you cannot you are in that point, you are at the weak point of being swayed, of being driven into whichever direction. Because if right now the evil people come with the money and tell you, maybe we want us to do this business and the like, you'll be easily attracted, because at that point you don't have money, you are in a position of lack. So my dear viewers, let us try to understand these factors and try to pray about them whenever you are in that kind of a situation. Try to understand and know how you can pray about it, and God is going to help you. So keep on subscribing, liking my videos. I'll keep bringing you more. Thank you.